East Tennessee. This is 10 News at 5.
I think they used to be very interested into it, and after years, it's become less popular.
The social networking giant Facebook may be slipping in popularity among some users. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Beth Haynes. Facebook appears to be losing its younger audience. The site's chief financial officer says there is a decrease in the number of teens using the site daily. And joining us with more on what that means for the future of the social networking site is Dan Thompson with Claris Networks. Thompson, we appreciate you being with us. I just renamed you there, but very interesting topic. You know, we've heard so much about teens on Facebook, some of the negative ramifications, just bullying, but now we're seeing a decrease in the number of teens on Facebook.
That's right, that's right. And I don't know that this should come as a surprise to too many people. So if you look at kind of what's happened with Facebook, so the kids kind of brought it to the world,
right? And
then the adults followed, and now they're there, right? And so if you look at just how teens generally act, when the adults show up, they go somewhere else.
Right. So, well, the newest and latest and greatest, right?
That's right. And you know, us adults, you know, we've invested and feel like Facebook is kind of, you know, where we put all our pictures. It's where kind of our life has happened. At least our generation feels that way anyway. And so, you know, we would be less likely to leave because it's kind of a pain to move all that stuff and that sort of thing.
Sure. So is this something Facebook needs to be concerned about?
Well, so it's a good question.
Are they concerned about it?
Well, they didn't. So Facebook tried to cover this up for a while. In their investor notes, I think it was earlier this year, Zuckerberg was quoted as saying, you know, we're doing fine. Teens are not leaving us. And then in this latest report, which is where the story is even coming from, they admitted that, yes, younger teens, which we don't know exactly what that means, but younger teens are leaving, or maybe more so the case, not creating accounts to begin with. So, so I don't know. I think it's maybe a little early to tell. There are a lot of social media networks that are popping up all over the place. Twitter is, you know, running full steam ahead, and it seems like that's where the teens are going.
I was just going to ask, if they're not on Facebook, where are they? Instagram?
That's right.
Twitter?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So Instagram and Twitter are the two big ones, and then vying for the single-digit percents are things like, you know, Google Plus, Snapchat, Tumblr. I mean, the list goes on and on. And we kind of expect that at some point in the future, Facebook will kind of get knocked off its you know, king chair there. But you know, it's so hard to predict those kind of things. Who knows where we'll go after this?
Well, let's talk about the trickle down effect beyond Facebook. What's the impact on advertisers in this demographic?
Well, so that's also an interesting question because we've just now learning about this. It's going to be interesting to see where they go. I don't know about you, but I noticed that the advertising on Facebook tends to aim at me and our demographic anyway. So I don't know how much they were advertising towards the younger teen market, but we'll see. I mean, definitely there will be a shift in how they manage social media.
Of course, we were just talking Twitter and Instagram seem to be popular right now with teens, but should they be looking at this carefully and be concerned for maybe lack of interest in 6 months, a year from now?
Absolutely, absolutely. So you and I were talking just before we came on the air, and younger kids seem like they're getting on Facebook. And
I'm really surprised at some of the ages.
I know.
Facebook.
And what we see is typically they'll lie about their age, which makes it kind of hard for Facebook to track, and they kind of acknowledge that in their report. But then what happens is they're on there and they get bored with it. And then they leave, and people are guessing that that's why the younger teens are leaving Facebook or not creating accounts at all. So Twitter definitely needs to worry about the same thing. Are people going to get on Twitter and then get bored with it?
Sure.
I mean, we've seen some of that here in Knoxville. If you look at what the Twitter community looked like 2 years ago, it seems to be much less active than it used to be. So this sort of ebb and flow is common. People get on things and then they get bored with them and they move on to the next big thing. So it's just kind of our ADD, if you will, when it comes to
what's trendy.
Technology. Yeah, exactly.
Well, interesting look at this. So we appreciate you being here as always.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Well, it's hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it takes that to keep East Tennessee healthy. Coming up next, more on the initiative from Trinity Foundation and how it could impact you.